Hi, in this video I am going to explain the why and how of GRR reconciliation with simple examples. So basically, I am going to help you understand the logic so you can perform any GRR reconciliation. So let's begin. Let's say for example you have done an online shopping from Amazon and the next day you receive ordered product along with the invoice. So what do you do first thing? Open the package and check if the product received is same as product ordered and details of the product like quantity, quality are matching along with the invoice. So basically we ensure what we have received is exactly as per the details mentioned in the invoice. If there are any discrepancies such as wrong product or damaged item, you would contact Amazon to resolve the issues before making the payment. Or in case the payment is already made and there is a fault in the product, we ask for refund or exchange with the correct product. This process of cross-verifying the product or service with the invoice is GRR reconciliation. Here, GR means goods or product received and IR is invoice received. Let's take another example. You have ordered groceries online and received the groceries along with the invoice. Once groceries are delivered at your door, first thing you will do is cross-check the quantity, price and quality. And how we will cross-check? You will cross-check that with the invoice to make sure that everything was received as ordered in the good condition. If there are discrepancies, you would contact the retailer to solve the issues before making the payment. In both the cases, the process of GRR reconciliation helps the common man to ensure that they are paying only for the goods they have received and that the invoice accurately reflects the cost of the goods purchased. Now let's understand what can be the key differences when an accountant is performing a GRR reconciliation. There are several differences that can occur. First one could be the quantity difference. The quantity of good received may not match with the quantity listed on the invoice. This could be due to over or under shipment. That is mistakenly less or more quantity shipped or damage to the goods during the transit. Now let's talk about the price difference. The price of the goods listed on the invoice may not match with the price agreed upon at the time of purchasing order. This could be due to errors in invoice or changes in the cost of goods not updated in the original purchase order or additional cost incurred which is disputed. Third difference could be description difference. The description of the goods listed on the invoice may not match the description of the goods received. This could be due to errors in the invoice or change in the product. An example of description difference in GRR reconciliation could be a company ordering 100 units of specific model of computer from a supplier. The supplier sends an invoice for 100 units of the computer, but when the company receives the shipment, they find that the computers are different model than what was originally ordered. In this scenario, the description of the goods listed on the invoice does not match with the description of the actual goods which were delivered. Okay, so let's take another example. A company orders specific brand of raw material, but upon receipt, they find that the supplier has delivered a different brand of the same material. This description of the goods listed on the invoice does not match with the description of the actual material that was received. So in both the cases, the company would contact the supplier to resolve the issues. The supplier may send the correct item or may offer to refund or credit for the incorrect item. So this is an example. GRR reconciliation process helps to identify the discrepancies in the descriptions and resolve them in a timely manner. Delivery differences. The delivery date of the goods listed on the invoice may not match the delivery of the goods actually received. This could be due to the shipping delays or errors in the invoices. Such differences are generally classified as the timing differences and very common type of open item in the GRR reconciliation process. Now let's talk about quantity and the value differences, where quantity and value both are different, right? The quantity of the good received may not or may be correct, but the value is not as per the invoice. This could be due to the differences in the unit price or the discount. An example of quantity and the value difference is a GRI reconciliation would be a company ordering 100 units of specific product at a unit price of $10 from a supplier. The supplier sends an invoice for 100 units at a $10 per unit, but when the company receives the shipment, they find there are only 90 units of the product which are delivered. In this scenario, the quantity of goods received does not match with the quantity listed on the invoice. Another example could be a company ordering 100 units of product with the price unit $10 per unit, but receiving 100 units of product with unit price of 12, this would be a value difference where the value of good received does not match the value listed on the invoice. In both the cases, the company would contact the supplier to resolve the issues. The supplier may send the missing units or may offer a refund or credit for missing units. And in case the value difference is due to price increase, the company may have to pay the difference or there is a need to change the purchase order. So these were some examples how a GRI reconciliation process helps to identify the discrepancies in the quantity and value and basically to resolve them in a timely manner. Now that we have already discussed the key differences in GRI reconciliation, let's also understand why GRI reconciliation needs to be performed by the company. A GRI reconciliation needs to be performed by the company for several reasons. First one could be to maintain the financial control. Any GRI reconciliation, basically it helps to ensure that the company is only paying for goods or services that they have been received, and this helps to prevent overpayment and ensure that the company's financial records are accurate. Second one could be to maintain the inventory control. The process of reconciling good receipts and invoice receipt helps to keep track of the inventory accurately. This helps the company to ensure that they have enough stock on hand to meet customer demand and also helps in forecasting and budgeting. Another reason why GRI reconciliation to be performed is the tax compliance. Reconciling goods received and invoice receipts helps to ensure that the company is in compliance with the tax laws by accurately recording the cost of the goods sold in inventory or in hand. GRI reconciliation also helps to prevent the fraud. GRI reconciliation helps to detect and prevent fraud by ensuring that the company is only paying for goods that have been received and that the invoice accurately reflects the cost of the goods. In summary, GRI reconciliation is an important process for a company to ensure accurate financial records, proper inventory control, compliance with the tax laws, prevention of the frauds, and cost savings. Those are there. Now let's understand what will happen if GRI reconciliation is not performed. If GRI reconciliation is not performed, it can lead to several negative consequences for a company. First one could be the immediate impact is on the company financial. I think I've already discussed. The company may overpay for goods that have not been received or pay for goods that are not as described on the invoice, leading to financial losses. Inaccurate inventory control is another impact. Without reconciling good receipt and invoice receipt, the company may not have an accurate picture of their inventory levels, leading to stockouts or excess inventory. Non-compliance with the tax laws is another impact. Without reconciling good receipt and invoice receipt, the company may not accurately record the cost of goods and inventory on hand, which could lead to non-compliance with tax laws. Increased risk of fraud and payment delay are few more examples of negative consequences if GRI reconciliation is not performed. Now let's understand the frequency of performing GRI reconciliation. The frequency of performing GRI reconciliation can vary depending on the size and nature of the company's operation as well as the company's internal policies and procedures. Some companies may perform GRI reconciliation on a daily or a weekly basis, while others may perform it on a monthly or a quarterly basis. In general, companies that have high volume of goods received and invoiced or on regular basis may need to perform GRI reconciliation almost on a daily basis. Rather, there is a dedicated team who performs only GRI reconciliation to ensure that the process is completed in a timely manner and to minimize the risk of discrepancies. Companies may also perform GRI reconciliation more frequently for certain goods that are critical for their operation, such as raw material for production, high value items, or goods with a short shelf life. In addition to regular reconciliation, company may also perform GRI reconciliation on an ad hoc basis as needed. For example, when there is a discrepancy found in the system or when the company is going through an audit. In summary, the frequency of performing GRI reconciliation can vary depending on company's operation and internal policies, but it is generally recommended to be done on a regular basis and more frequently for critical goods. So GRI reconciliation is a huge topic to cover, and I have just touched upon the tip of the iceberg, covered only basics of GRI reconciliation. And I will be posting few more videos on GRI reconciliation that will cover day-to-day nuances and suggested solution as ready references to the AP accountants. Till then, happy learning and thank you.